right, new day, new video. Ted Nugent t-shirt, safety glasses. Again, gotta have plenty of porting juice. We're gonna get back on these W2 heads. I think we left off was I don't know, yesterday maybe. We're gonna run over some things with the cartridge roll. More than likely, this will all be in the same video, so there's no need for me to even further explain that. I'm gonna take the cartridge roll and work what we've already got down, and then we'll video that, and you guys can see it. So, got that port cleaned up, looks pretty good. But I noticed, man, some days you just look incredibly ugly on videos. Like, I don't know, right? I'm showing my age. It's kind of got me paranoid a little bit. It's weird, man. So anyhow, just thought I'd throw that in there, right? Check these ports out. So, like I said, we're gonna do this in steps. Forgot which port we started at, but we've got up into about right here so far. And then I think this is the port where we came in here. Where's my tool at? And we cleaned up around this valve guide. Tried to slick these corners down. It's a pretty sharp edge. Did the same on that one. And here's after the cartridge roll, right? This is what we're left with. Look at that, dude. Everything's nice and smooth. That hump looks way worse in the picture or the video than it actually is. But I am gonna try to work a little more of this down. And then back in here, we flip the head over. You can see we're getting a lot smoother. So here's where all that grinding really starts to pay off. When you hit that with the cartridge roll, man, you can really see your work pop. Are we done? Hell, I don't know. A few touch-ups here and there. I may get the burr back out and touch a few things up, but that one is looking pretty good. Let's see if I can flip this head over. We're gonna get down in the chamber a little bit with the cartridge roll, and then I'm gonna have to do a little reading, man. These chambers aren't. These are new to me. Like, I haven't messed with these chambers. I'm sure there's some moves I can make to make these a little better. At the very least, we're gonna soften this iron up. We don't want any hot spots. If we are gonna spray it or compression or whatever, we don't want detonation killing that motor. All right, so maybe I've already touched the base on this, maybe not. We're not putting content out there for professionals. I mean, maybe if I say something really smart, which I highly doubt, it could be, you could glint some wisdom from that. But we're kind of doing this for the do-it-yourself kind of guy. You look around, man. I'm not rich. Maybe one day. But there's a lot of things that people skip over. I'm totally we're gonna see some failures. There's no doubt about that. And I feel like a lot of videos, everything always works out really well for them, man. But it gives people a false sense of hope. And when they're building and they come across something, they get so discouraged because this major issue comes up, and I just everybody has shit going wrong and going on. We're gonna show that. And I'm gonna get a lot of comments in the videos about shit that I do wrong, and probably more so than the stuff I do right. But I'll tell you what I can do is we can build stomping ass motor, and we can lay down some slick paint. And you stay tuned, you'll find out pretty quick that we do somewhat know what we're doing. So check this out. Some very modest porting supplies. We got different burrs. We got cartridge rolls. We got this bad boy. But here's the thing about this bad boy. It's all or nothing. When you hit that button, you're wide open. It will mess you up. So I got the handy dandy foot pedal that can easily be throttled. that's a must. That is absolutely. You can go get the Harbor Freight deal. I don't like the air. It's really noisy, you know, and you're blowing oil everywhere. When you're trying to paint, you don't want oil in your oil line. I'm sorry, your air line. But like this is my setup, and it has done a fantastic job for me for many years. So we'll swap this burr out, and we are going to put this cartridge roll in, and then we are going to do that very port. So I got most of the cartridge roll and the blending done. Nothing more than what I've already shown. I just did all of them. So now I'm gonna do the short side turn radius to give you an idea of how long you should be like spending on these. I'm gonna do one in real time, and then you guys can see like how little is involved with the exhaust port on W2, especially on the short turn. He said after all this is done, we'll get a valve job, and then we'll go back and blend that back in. We should be good to go. So I don't know if you can see this or not. It's gonna come in here. All I'm doing is I'm just taking that rough casting off. Super fast, super easy. I don't know if you can get a camera angle. Yeah, that's it. Like a minute 52 seconds ish on per port for the short side turn. Super easy. All right, so here's what we wound up with. As you can see, there is some porosity in there. That just, it's nature is cast iron, brothers and sisters. Hell, I don't know. I'm sure there's some girls interested in this sort of thing. Gonna blow those out. Still got that big old parting line in there. That's not a hole, just some dirt. Set a valve job when we go to blend that back in. Sorry, there's a lot of, I need to blow these out. We can go back over it after we see kind of, you know, where the valve job is gonna do. We'll go in there and sort this back out. But you know, they turned out pretty good. A little bit of time is well spent. You know, could they have been better or CNC ported? Absolutely. Are they going to make more power? Damn right they will if they were CNC ported. But here's the thing. I don't have the money. I mean, I got the money, but I'm just not going to. Like, I enjoy this. I enjoy doing things like this. And for, you know, 60, 70 bucks worth of porting supplies, I feel like I could come within 85, 90% of a ported W2 head for, I don't know, $1,200, maybe $1,300, maybe more, at least $1,000. And like, that just, to me, I'm just not, that's not where I'm at. We're not building an all-out race car. We want to, we're trying to do something that's going to run good on the street and maybe go to the track. I don't know. Like, I don't want to be embarrassed at a stoplight, and I don't think I'm going to. All right. You know, so to recap, you need safety goggles, something to keep the metal chips off of you, a cool rock and roll t-shirt, porting juice. Super simple, something that anybody can do. I feel like in their shop. Do not buy a set of just sweet heads and go grinding on them. Go to the junkyard. Man, scrap price, just get a junk head. I don't care what it is. Like, familiarize yourself with the tools. This is probably be the last video I do on the W2 head till they get back from the shop. and that is going to be a wow. Probably the next thing that's coming is this godforsaken 6L80E transmission that they built a car around. I don't know what all shit I have to take off this thing or how I'm going to do it, but we're going to figure it out. And you guys are going to be right there the entire time. All right, like, share, subscribe. Camden Incorporated.